Thank you. I am Shaukat Zakaria, and I'm proud to serve as the chairman of the board of Interfaith Ministries. And I'm honored to have my colleague and immediate past chair, Paul Sutton, here with me. I have been involved with this amazing organization for over 10 years, and it's been a wonderful journey to see IM in action, feeding homebound seniors and their pets, welcoming refugees, promoting interfaith dialogue, and understanding transforming our community through volunteerism. Today we dedicate the Bridget Bashar Kalai Plaza of Respect, another important community resource.
The Plaza of Respect began with a vision of Martin Kaminsky. It was embraced by the board, and our dream included an outdoor space that would welcome community members to learn about the rich interfaith diversity of our great city of Houston. We wanted to honor the work of three spiritual leaders in our community: Archbishop Joseph Fiorenza, Rabbi Samuel Karff, and Reverend Bill Lawson. These three clergies became friends decades ago and have dedicated their life to uniting people and challenging hate. At the time of this vision, we had no idea how we were going to bring this vision to reality, but
Enter Bridget and Bashar Kalai. Their amazingly generous couple learned about our idea for the plaza and wanted to make it happen. Their Muslim faith and passion for uniting people of different backgrounds inspired them to take the lead, $1 million gift towards this project. The plaza will not only be a fantastic resource for IM, but the entire city of Houston and Harris County. At this time, I would like to invite Mayor Sylvester Turner to say a few words.
Let me start off by saying good afternoon to everyone. Look, good morning, and it's an honor to be here on this beautiful day for the Plaza of Respect dedication. And I certainly want to thank the board chair, Shaukat Zakaria, and the board past chair, Paula Sutton, for their leadership, and Martin Kaminsky, the president and CEO, who conceived of the Plaza idea and brought it to life. Give it up to all three of you. Houston is the nation's most diverse community, and our citizens speak all languages and practice all faiths, but we are a city of unity because we don't build walls between us, we focus on building relationships. And so this afternoon, I want to acknowledge the multi-faith community of Houston, including Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, Buddhism, Sikhism, Thaiism, Judaism, Universal Unitarianism, Zoroastrianism, Jainism, Baha'i. And congratulations to Interfaith Ministries for Greater Houston on this momentous day. I want to congratulate the Interfaith Ministries board and the advisory board for their leadership in building such a wonderful symbol of respect for our city. And the Plaza of Respect concept was to have a space in Houston where people of all faiths could gather in unity, safety, and comfort with one another. A place to come together in tragic times and a place to celebrate together in happy times. It is a place for all people of faith and for people of no particular faith who celebrate humanism. The plaza honors the three wise men. And I say that affectionately because each one of them walked with the greatest degree of humility. And so we honor these men who have worked together over the decades to fight against homelessness, hunger, division, hate, and poverty, and for a public defender and more care for the elderly. These three wise men have sought the blessings of life for all people, not just those of one religion, one race, or one national origin. Our city is grateful to Rabbi Samuel Karff, Reverend Bill Lawson, and Archbishop Joseph Fiorenza, who I affectionately call these three amigos. It is a wonderful show of respect that a Muslim couple, Bridget and Bashar, have funded a plaza that honors a Catholic, a Baptist, and a Jew. The Plaza of Respect is meant to be the heart of our city, in the heart of our city. It is the middle of the innovation corridor. It is the midtown between big business, big culture, and big medicine. And the Plaza of Respect is a reminder that our faith is our community, is the glue that binds our city together. Whatever your religion, we hope you will find a place of respect and a place for learning at Interfaith Ministries. And let me express my appreciation to so many of you who contributed to make this plaza possible. To the many donors, to the architects of Gensler and PBK, to the construction firm of Ansel O'Brien, and to all who made this project a reality. Martin tells me that Interfaith Ministry is committed to presenting programs, films, concerts, and more whenever our weather permits. And the plaza will be a place to celebrate Holi, Diwali, Eid, Gurpurb, Sukkot, and Christmas. It is a place to celebrate life and build a full sense of respect of oneself and for the city that we call Houston. To Rabbi Samuel Karff, Reverend William A. Lawson, and Archbishop Joseph Fiorenza, let me extend to you our deepest respect, our gratitude, and our love. And may God continue to shine on all three of you and bless you for the blessings that you bestowed on us. And lastly, let me close with a favorite poem of mine. An old man going along the highway came to the evening cold and gray, to a chasm vast, deep, and wide, through which was flowing a sullen tide. The old man crossed in the twilight dim. The sullen stream had no fears for him. But he turned when he reached the other side, and he built a bridge to span the tide. Old man, said a fellow pilgrim near, you are wasting your strength in building here. Your journey will end at the evening day. You will never again pass this way. You have crossed this chasm, vast, deep, and wide. Why build you this bridge at evening tide? The old man lifted his old gray head. Good friend, in this path I have come, he said, for there followeth after me today a youth whose feet may pass this way. This chasm that has been no problem to me, to a fair-haired youth may a pitfall be. For you see, I've crossed this bridge at evening tide, but this youth, for him, is by my side. Congratulations for the work that you all have done and continue to do. And this city is blessed because God has blessed us with people like each one of you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mayor. Thank you so much, Mayor. As you said, we hope to be the new heart in the heart of Houston, and we look forward to many people enjoying the new place of respect that we have in our city, and it will be a beacon for all Houstonians to know how important understanding and respect is for our community. I would like to begin with thanking two people who are very, very special. They are our lead donors, Brigitte and Bashar Kalai. The Kalais first toured our facility a little less than a year before they decided to make such a magnanimous gift and commit to the plaza. And with Brigitte and Bashar's own understanding of the challenges that Muslims faced in building an understanding and respect together, with the understanding that we see around the world of anti-Muslim, anti-Semitism, anti-Sikhism, we knew that we had to do something for our city to create a place of respect where we could remind people of the the opportunities that exist for our city to come together. And so I'm very grateful for the keen understanding of the respect that's needed in our community, and I thank the Kalais for being such an important part of that. In addition to the Kalais, I'd like to thank our other major plaza donors. That includes Patty and Richard Everett, who have named the Everett Forum that you'll soon see. It is a space for programming, for learning, for watching movies together, for listening to music, to hearing lectures. And we hope that those few days that Houston weather gives us that great chance, we will enjoy it just as the Greater Houston Partnership would have told us we could. The Clark and Charlene Thompson Foundation has named and graces our banner of respect in honor of Archbishop Fiorenza, and we're grateful for their significant gift in your honor. And then I'd like to say that Shell has been our partner in so many things. First of all, as a lead sponsor of our Meals on Wheels program that feeds 4,300 elders a hot meal every day, brings about a quarter of those breakfast every day, covers some that need it the most with evening and weekend meals. And Shell is always there with us and for us. And so they have supported a beautiful banner of respect that will soon grace the top of our building. Unfortunately, it's not quite finished, but Sandy Gates tells me it will be soon, and it will grace the top perimeter of our building with respect in about 14 different languages as a beacon to remind people that we must work together to build a community of respect. There are many public officials here, and I want to make sure that I just acknowledge all of them. First, let me say a special thank you. Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, who was a former chair of our board, is unable to be here, but she sent a wonderful resolution in our honor today, as did our wonderful County Commissioner Rodney Ellis, who has made this a wonderful day as the Brigitte and Bashar Kalai Plaza of Respect Day. And so I thank them. I add to my thanks those for Chief of Police Art Acevedo, for the Sheriff Ed Gonzalez, for Jason Fuller from Senator Ted Cruz's office, to Tara Dennis from Sheila Jackson Lee's office. I know City Council Member Mike Knox and City Council Member Mike Lassiter are here. Are there other City Council members that I may have missed? I just want to thank you all for your support. And also Harris County Attorney Alan Douglas is with us today. The plaza was designed by Gensler, in particular some of its very creative architects in Ryan Marchese and Christopher Stewart. I'm first grateful to James Furr, the former managing principal of Gensler's Houston office, for providing some pro bono time to get this project underway. He was able to help us begin to recognize the possibilities, and with the help of Ryan and Chris, I think you'll see a most magnificent facility out there. I cannot thank Gensler without thanking my friend Ellen Wolf, and particularly Ryan, who is the lead designer on this project, for their creativity, for their patience, and their hard work. But as we move through the project, we needed an architect of record, and I have to give very generous appreciation to PBK Architects and Dan Boggio, its chairman, for being the architects of record. They received no remuneration whatsoever, and they helped us make this entire project possible. And so Dan and his lovely wife Susan, who's always supporting us on other projects, we say thank you to PBK and your associates for the work that you have done. I'm also grateful for the talents of Anslow Bryant Construction. They so ably built the plaza. They have been patient with us, and we have been patient with them. And I think we have come together for a wonderful, wonderful plaza outside. And I want to give my special thanks to the owner of the firm, James Bryant, and his wife, Sue, who really helped us were generous in moments where they could have added extra charges because the project took a little longer than we expected. And they did everything that was possible to make sure that a charity got the benefits that it needed. And I can't stop without thanking Matt Bailey, who was the project manager and made everything work, as well as Ty White, who was the superintendent on the project. And to all of you, I say a big thank you. Finally, this project would not have been possible without the wonderful staff at Interfaith Ministries. And I get to stand and talk a lot for IM, but there are 170 people behind me that make this organization work, in our refugee service work, in our Meals on Wheels work, in our interfaith relations and community partnerships work, and in our work with Volunteer Houston that matches volunteers with agencies that need them. But we have a wonderful team and a fantastic executive staff. But there's one person, our Director of Operations, Monica Costello, that I'd like to pay special appreciation to. She is our Director of Operations and really managed the whole process for us. Monica, I say thank you for your efforts in that regard. And to the many others who've helped, Sam Hashimi and Brandy Ledet, and my own assistant, Janice Philbin, and the executive team. I know I'm leaving people out, but my heart is grateful for you. So at this point, I'd like to just tell you a little bit about what you will see soon. The Plaza is a labor of love. It's a legacy to 3 wonderful community faith leaders, and it also is a commitment to our understanding of the strength of shared beliefs. You will see, and you will come in the grand portal entryway, which are 3 paths, but it just represents the multiple paths to God and to our faiths. Whatever we believe as the supreme deity, these portals represent the various approaches which you can get there. And you'll see on the wall, when you get out there, a circle of faith. It's 11 different faiths with a mirror in the middle that is there to remind you that you are part of this circle of faith in our community, and that you can relate to all these faiths, or the faiths can come through the center and be connected through our work and your participation in it. So I hope you'll take a look at that. The Everett Forum, as I mentioned, will allow us programming space outside the door. There are 3 columns of dichroic glass, which we call the Pillars of Light, and our 3 faith leaders are honored on each of those. And you'll have a chance, I think, to hear from our wonderful 3 wise men and see those soon. The unique technology on each pillar allows the visitor to interact with each of the clergy through a special program created by Tracy Shapro and her great team at Vision. And we're able to view those on iPad tablets that were donated by the Virani family and Prime Communications. And we're grateful to have those to share with people while they're viewing the Plaza and can learn more about the Plaza through this interactive video. Of course, you'll see a donor wall out there that recognizes the many people who've given. And there happen to be just a few more spaces on that donor wall, so it's not too late for you to be a permanent part of this wonderful installation. With that said, I'd like to introduce our wonderful patrons and friends, members of our board of directors, Brigitte and Bashar Kalai, to make a few comments to you.
Good afternoon, everyone. I don't know if everyone prayed in every different religion to have this beautiful weather out here today, but we're so excited to have it. And I'm glad we actually cut the ribbon, if you did miss that, because Bashar made me walk in my heels underneath that ribbon and I almost fell. But the only complaint I have now is it is so beautiful outside the plaza that I think we need a facelift. So just like Martin said, we have more space for donors. So we need to make the rest of the building match this beautiful building that we have outside now, and we hope that y'all will all be coming here. I feel like the mayor was twinning with me because everything he said was exactly what I had written down, so I don't want to repeat it again, but I also call these amazing men the three wise men because I agree with you. I mean, they were visionaries way before their time, and we're all grateful to them, and we all took their lead, and we were so proud to be a part of this and to honor them. They were here way ahead of us, and I hope all of us will learn and be just like them. They're an amazing example for both of us. And I want to thank Shazma, who actually brought us to Interfaith Ministries. I don't think we would have known about this project, but she's actually the first one to bring us here. And Susan and Dan, who also helped us along with this, as they said, we're so proud to be a part of it, and we hope that you guys enjoy it. And I'll say a few words that the mayor didn't say. As I look around here today in this room filled with all of our friends who have made this happen, I see people from all faiths and ethnicities working together to improve our beautiful community while respecting our cultural and religious differences. At a time where there seems to be so much division, hate, and misunderstanding of each other, I hope that the Plaza of Respect will be a beautiful gathering and educational place that will offer further opportunity for newcomers to understand and celebrate our differences. I'm going to let my husband finish off now.
Thank you. Sorry, I'm a bit fat. Bridget said so I need more space. Thank you, Shaukat and Paula, for your insight and leadership. And thank you, Martin, for your vision and singleness of purpose in making the Plaza of Respect a reality. Today, we celebrate three pillars of light in our society: Archbishop Fiorenza, Rabbi Karff, and Reverend Lawson, three clergy who dedicated their lives to social justice, religious harmony among people of all faiths, and to help the least fortunate among us. Above all, we celebrate three lives in pursuit of the truth. The truth that God created all humans equal. The truth that faiths, different and sometimes conflicting, above all, teach us to treat our neighbors as we treat ourselves, to have empathy toward others, in particular, the least fortunate. The truth that humanity is a spirit of the divineness, walking among people, spreading love and compassion, and pointing to the way of life. Today, we live in a world where nothing is true and everything is possible. A world where the truth, objective, empirical, evidence-based truth, is more battered and abused than any time in human history. A time when relativism is ascendant, fictionalized retelling of history is abundant, and reason undermined along with facts, informed debate, and replaced with the wisdom of the crowd. For that very reason, we must honor those who stand for the truth among us. Ladies and gentlemen, there can be no spirituality without the truth. The three clergy spend a lifetime pursuing and standing for the truth. Their joint work on criminal justice reforms and homelessness, their stands on their own faiths and the faiths of others, are example for all of us to follow. At times they stood alone for the truth to be heard, as Reverend Lawson did in 1963. He stood alone in Houston Wheeler Baptist Church as it opened its doors to Martin Luther King Jr., when so many churches in the South did not allow him to come and speak. The Plaza of Respect, with its three pillars of light, would stand for the next generations to hear their stories, be inspired by their hard work and dedication, and learn about their own faith and faith of others, and to encourage the young to challenge the wisdom of the crowd. Archbishop Fiorenza, Rabbi Karff, Reverend Lawson, thank you for inspiring us.
Speaking of those three wise men, I'd like to give them a moment to speak. Archbishop, would you care to speak from the podium or from the table?
I'm leaning on the mayor.
We all do.
In many ways, that's the truth. Thank you so much. Well, our hearts are filled with gratitude to so many people for this beautiful event this afternoon and for this Plaza of Respect. As has been said by so many today, we are a diverse community, diverse in so many ways, but we have a commonality that is so important. We're all the children of God. We all share this human nature, which is a reflection of the Creator himself. So because we are brothers and sisters in so many ways, we can only show that truth is alive by the respect that we continue to show each other. And even though we have so many other people here from diverse cultures and languages, ethnicities, that commonality of being children of God is the important thing. And that's the foundation for having this Plaza of Respect. The fact that many people will come here in the days to come, years to come, we just hope that coming here will help stir up in them their desire to show love and respect for all of the people of Houston. And in doing that, we will be honoring not only our Creator God, but we will be honoring ourselves too by showing respect to one another. So I want to thank in a special way Interfaith Ministries for sponsoring this, the generous donors, Bridget, Bashona, the lead donors, and so many others. We are really grateful for this honor that you give to, we're not three wise men, we're just three old men. We're trying to do a little good and hope God gives us a little more time to continue to do that good to the best of our ability.
I'd now like to ask Reverend William A. Lawson to address us.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I think that you said what all of us can say, amen. I was blown away when they read me out when they took me out onto the plaza, and I saw those three pillars. I don't know whether the Archbishop and the Rabbi felt the same way. This is children's saints. I think that all three of us felt that this was a major honor that Interfaith Ministries and Alliance and all the rest of it have given to us. We don't deserve it quite that way. We are part of it. No matter how many faiths there are. One time, out of our tradition, Jesus was asked, "What is the great commandment?" His answer was, "Thou shalt love the Lord thy God, and thy neighbor as thyself." That's the central notion of Christianity. Tried to find out what was the principal truth is, the principle of Judaism. A commitment by the Jewish people to a single, omnipotent, incorporeal God, who is the creator and ruler of the universe, and the source of a moral law for humanity. Tried to find out what was the central principle of Islam. Islamic qualities. Islam is the central of the unity of God and the equality of mankind. Generally, lineage, mentions, riches, and family pride are accidental things. Virtue and the service of humanity are animals, matters of real merit. Distinctions of color, race, and creed are non-existent within the bounds of Islam. This has been the central purpose of Interfaith Ministries. I think that if we talked about the central principle of Buddhism or Hinduism or Zoroastrianism or any of the other religions which are represented on that circle outside, it would have been very much the same thing. There is a God who needs to be worshipped. There is a neighbor who needs to be treated as we would like to have ourselves treated. That's what those three principles represent. They suggest that we ought to make God prime. We ought to make our neighbors, be treated as we are treated. Thank you, Mayor, for that point, because it says the same thing. That these three old men who are crossing the bridge want to bring along that that's about or to bring God. Excuse me. I had an extra this morning and had some problems at this point. That we ought to likewise prepare for others who follow us. And that's basically what I think it really does do. I didn't ask Joe and Sam to agree with me, but I think they do. My hope is that we will accept our thanks to the two people who gave that blessing and gave generously for what we have had, for what you have done. And that we will thank Interfaith Ministries, Mark Kaminsky, that board's representative, who have placed that's one of those lows. But that we will accept our thanks for the entire board of First, that the entire board of become what we can. Excuse me. The board of Interfaith Ministries who backed Martin to be full faith in the fulfillment of this vision. Since I can't talk very well right now, I just want to thank all of you for going us the way as you did when we saw that Plaza of Respect.
The only way I can, as a preacher, stay within 2 minutes is to have a script that I follow. Dear friends, and as I look around this room, I use that term advisedly. My family moved to Houston 44 years ago, and it did not take me long to discover that this is a very special place. We have made diversity an asset rather than a liability. For newcomers, we have asked less, who are your ancestors? And more, what do you bring to the table for the benefit of all of us? We amigos are Jewish, Catholic, and Protestant traditions represented. And Brigitte and Bashar Kalai are members of our Houston Muslim community. And they saw fit to underwrite a Plaza of Respect that would honor the three of us. What a wonderful constellation. Or as my mother would say, only in America. I am grateful to all whose generous gifts have made this dream possible. My friendship with Archbishop Fiorenza and Reverend Lawson is among the great blessings of my life. We do embrace somewhat different religious stories, but we are united by one overarching story, and it is this: God loves us, and we best show our love for God by our love for God's children, beginning with the most needy and most vulnerable among them. I want to thank all who do the splendid work of Interfaith Ministries in this community. And I offer a special thanks to Martin Kaminsky for his inspired leadership of this great organization. I thank you, Mayor Turner, for your indefatigable effort to be there for all the people of this great city. And I conclude by citing one of my favorite psalms, not all of it. Ze hayom asa Adonai nagila v'nismechavo. This is the day the Lord has made possible. Come, let us rejoice therein. Thank you.
It is with great honor that we welcome you to the Plaza of Respect.
Press one more.